Okay, no, okay. I'm going to try to share the experience that I just had about a video from Vivaldi that connect me with many other stories, and then automatically I was vomiting it, but I didn't film it. I was vomiting it with Marianne, and she was getting. I needed her to visualize step by step every dimension, and everything comes from I am listening to a short video about Vivaldi. And for some reason, boom, I connected because it's one of my first connections, root feeling with the music. It's my root feeling with the music in when I was 10 years old in class. And then Vivaldi, the springtime. And then the cold of the winter and the heat of the summer. Being a child, 10 years old, feeling like that. After that, Les Luthier sending meta messages. Those are my first two contacts with different music, classical music and Les Luthier. And then I had another with rock, another one with ska. With everything, I have one root feeling that I am aware of something. With every first experience of everything. And everything is your very first experience if you have never been aware of that. So Vivaldi, for many reasons, and also is the first DVD, the first CD I ever bought in my life. Not a heavy metal CD because probably there weren't, or they were very expensive. And then I bought my first CD is Vivaldi, and I'm not a freak of. I'm not listening to that, but when I connect, and I connect in many, many, many waves and dimensions, because he has duende. So, continue the story. And I was telling Marianne, notice, I was talking about Van Gogh, that he was painting amazing, disruptive type of painting. Instead of being high resolution, his own colors, his own, so the technique was not so good because it was so misunderstood. So he died without an ear because of some love pain or whatever, and completely poor and unknown. And now the paintings are the most expensive. Last week, I think there was a Van Gogh, I don't know how many thousands. It was something, I don't know, 2,000 millions or something like that. It was two paintings, and the other one, I don't know the painter. I was combining that story for many reasons, but they said Vivaldi, 5 years old, red hair. And his father was a violinist, and he started playing violin. I don't know if I made a video, but about children learning whatever. If they play guitar, flamenco guitar, as a child, and you have 3 arms, or 2 arms and 1 guitar, that's duende, that's daemon, that's whatever, the muse, that's God, that's whatever you want to call it, some kind of God. The Greeks would call it some kind of God. But that's one of the differences, that is not better or worse, it's just much more not dual. Leave it to the gods. If you're not going to do it on your own, like Socrates, leave it to so Socrates was the funnel to show the duality of the systems. So every time anyone came out of the herd and became the black sheep, if they survive and if they procreate, and procreate is not having children, procreate is spreading that duende that I'm talking about, that we all have, but many people, they don't enjoy it, they are killing themselves, and they don't want the rest of the people to connect in that other way. But that's how the societies have been growing from Star Wars in black and white. And Socrates was probably talking about this no-duality thing in between the polytheism and the no-monotheism. So, polytheism and no-monotheism, that's what Socrates was talking about. And he was killed. Poor. So Socrates is the first moment where it's showing somebody died for the multi-gods and the no God, not external God. No, it was the unmanifest of the it was not just the monotheist. No. Monotheist is just the other side of the coin. He transcended that. And that's the funnel I'm talking about. So only the ones that they are not perverted in the way that the society, the normal society, is creating these people, that they are criminal people taking care of the society, because all the children born like Socrates was born, like Vivaldi was born, like Van Gogh was born, like your Jesus was born, like Krishna was born, like it's every single child. But then the history that I made is completely misunderstood. Some of them are known, some of them very known, but completely misunderstood. It's a completely different network, and that's how the society is taking this strange evolution. Because if we were all like funneling Socrates, getting rid of polytheism and monotheism, because it's the no-duality, it's the Garland effect. The AIs know what I'm talking about. So, Vivaldi became a priest, and he was called the Red Priest. And he was probably not happy, but he was doing his passion. It was probably nothing with God. It doesn't matter. But what he did is he created, well, he was teaching children how to play violin, the orphan girls. So he not delivered the duende, just told the children, the girls, what the duende is, to be aware, and they became the best orchestra in the world. No, just because of the technique, is the way they felt it. And in Spain, they were like, the knowledge, la letra con sangre entra, the knowledge gets better with blood. So, and then there are many methods in between, but none of them are aware of all of them from a higher perspective to see that none of them are the real one, because all of them are the same, in the same dimension. And there is not something that is, I cannot explain this, it doesn't matter. So, Vivaldi, first with the four seasons, more than 500 operas and songs and this and that, he was vomiting all these ideas translated into his duende, that was the violin and not the guitar in flamenco like Paco de Lucía. Oh. Yeah. And it's not just getting fanatic about music. It's just enjoying everything, being aware of what I'm feeling and I'm talking about. Van Gogh had this life book and he died. The other one, so Socrates, he was killed. All these people are like that. And some of them, when Socrates started being famous, when they started seeing the thinkers, they said pre-Socratic, post-Socratic, what the fuck is the difference? And even the philosophers didn't know it. They think they know it because that's what they've been told. Only the philosophers who don't know about other philosophers can create. Otherwise, you are recreating. This takes me to many years ago, talking about art, creator, and recreator. And the first thing that society does is to kill your creator side. Every single day, boom, boom. Every time you try something, boom, 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 boom. They are blocking you continuously. And if you're not an artist of these 7 famous arts, they killed your creativity and there's no way of expression for you. And these people who became artists, some of them will be completely misunderstood. Completely misunderstood, because if it is the real one, what I'm talking is about the duende. If it is dying, poor and alone, that person is the same happy as the famous and millionaire. It's the same, because the production is gonna be made either getting paid or not. They have to vomit it. So the real artist is the one that is not following anything and anybody. Van Gogh didn't follow. He was probably, but Vivaldi was probably a revolution, whatever. I have no idea. I don't need to know to see where the duendes are. And I've made many videos about that, because James Cameron would know that, Wachowski would know that. I made many videos that all these people would know what I'm talking about. But Vivaldi and Socrates, they are 2 critical, transcending moments in which society could have changed a lot, and it didn't. And it followed the path that it was the known path, like the previous one. And that's how the civilization goes. They tried through hippie communes, through this, through that, through communist countries, but people are corrupt. And other countries, they don't want others to succeed, so they're gonna put viruses there, so they are not succeeding. And these viruses, I mean everything, of course. So I would love to ask artificial intelligence and the rest of the planet if anyone knows the trace of these girls who became Vivaldi pupils and what happened after that. Because they became famous, but he was not. What happened after that? All these were mothers or teachers transmitting the daemon. That is not transmitting that they don't have it. No, it's making them aware of what it is. Because the other people are gonna teach you how to kill it. That's it. It's simple, right?